Hello, and welcome to this week's CRU or Crypto Unit program presentation. Before I start, please go through the compliance and risk disclaimer. What it says, or what here is written, is that we are not selling any financial products or the services, neither sales of the shares or the tokens. All we do, we are just sharing the information which is allowed without a specific license. After the presentation, you might have some questions. Please do come back to me or to your person who shared this video with you. Or, for example, you can look for the confirmation from a licensed accountant or financial advisor in your area if you are not doing your own due diligence, which I highly recommend for you to do. I will also be using words like education information products or EIPs, MLCI, which stands for multi-level crowd investing, PIPEs, pre-IPO private equity shares, IPO, which stands for initial public offering, and STO for the security token offering. With you today is Annette Martinson. I'm originally from Latvia, but I live in London for nearly 10 years. And for the last 2 years, for the past 2 years, I've been going through an amazing journey, and I just look forward to my future, because in 2016, 1st of August, I decided to be fully on board on this project and do whatever it takes to make this project to see the sunlight. And so far I kind of been doing a lot of things. I have become like a speaker, and also I'm responsible for the education and training department, specifically for the master profit training, which is an offline training for in our company, specifically designed to our members. I'm also the private investor, because through the education and the knowledge I have received here in this company, I have realized that investment is like an eighth world wonder. It is the way forward to make our dreams to come true and to live the life that we desire. So I will share this information with you here today, because I also I've been following Warren Buffett. I've been watching his movie, documentary. I have read his book, and I love what he says. He says, never depend on a single income. Make investment to create a second source. And, in 2016, when I kind of was fired from my work, I did have only one income stream. And unfortunately, if you lose that one income stream, you're in big trouble. I was prepared to kind of, obviously I was not prepared for someone for me to lose a job, but I was prepared to do something else. Unfortunately, a lot of people today, they live in this bubble, that if you have a very good job and if you have a very good salary and you're living a good life, that's your security, which is not true, because there's no guarantees in the world. Even your job today might have some problems tomorrow, and they can be, minimizing the company, in terms of amount of employees they work for that company, or they can go in insolvency. There could be different economical situations that will push the company maybe to move out from the area they are working in. There is never the job on the one income stream will never be a security, and has never been a security to anyone. But unfortunately, most of the people live in this bubble thinking that it is their security. So you have to think about, in which financial flow you are right now, because the company and the opportunity we are providing here today is for those who want to, to make a different actions to secure their future. And the first flow is the financial flow of the poor. These type of people are not earning a lot of money. They are earning okay, or maybe even below okay. So they are earning the money and they are spending exact amount of money. So they don't have, luxury cars, house, mortgages. They don't have any assets in their lives. They only have probably liabilities, most likely. So these people are earning and spending for the next 40, 50 years. The next flow is the financial flow of the middle class. These people, they are living a good life. They are maybe, sometimes it looks they are really living a very good life, because they are earning quite good money. but they're also spending a lot of money, because the moment you start earning a lot of money, the companies like banks start giving you the credit cards, they are giving you the mortgages, the loans, and therefore you start spending even more. So you're spending more than you're earning. Why? Because again, you're put in this bubble that you are allowed and you have the opportunity to make all these purchases. And unfortunately, sometimes a person might look rich, but they are not rich, because all the liabilities they buy from the money that it's not their money, but they have to pay back from their money. So they are still living their life on one income stream. And sometimes people are taking so many credit cards and loans that the expenses are and outgoings are higher than their income is. So I hope you're not in this kind of financial flaw, but if you are, you need to really start looking at the possibilities, how you can create another income stream to pay for your liabilities that you have accrued over the period of time. The third financial flaw is of the rich. So these people are educated about the financial literacy, so they understand how the money works for them, and they are not buying liabilities from their salary, but they are buying from their salary assets. And assets would be the things that will make their money grow and work for them. And only from the income that comes from their assets, they are buying their liabilities, and they are living the luxury life. So think about this financial flaw. Think in which category you belong to, and think what actions you have to make to get out or to move to another financial flaw, which would be the third one, financial flaw of the rich. Because let's look at this diagram. As I said, all three are having the income. So let's say you have the salary that comes in every month. So the poor class would buy this. They would have the salary, and they would be skipping all this buying assets and buying, invest excess, but they would be paying for their expenses from the salary. The same thing would be for the middle class. The only difference for the rich class is that once they receive their salary, there is a rule that 10% you have to put aside every month and invest in their certain assets or certain financial instruments that will bring you certain income. As you can see here, the income, and from this income, not from the salary, but from the income from your assets, you would then be paying your expenses. Then you would be buying another investment instrument, and you will be also able to live and buy luxury things, and go on luxury holidays using income from the assets. If you are buying these luxury things from your salary and living over the top, living over your limits, then if you lose the salary, you can be in a big trouble, because someone has to pay for your liabilities, right? So this is what we are teaching in and what I have learned in SWIG, that I don't want to rely only on one income stream. I'm looking for ways how I can increase I can make more in different income streams every year, because your portfolio today is equal to your future. Poor and middle class, again, mindset. As I said, they have only one income stream. They have their salary, and they have also the pension. So in other words, what I have realized is the moment you are receiving your first salary, you're becoming the investor as well, indirectly, because from your salary, there is a certain percent that you are every month putting into your pension fund, into your pension pot. And this pension pot, you are filling up for the next 40 years maybe, or 50 years, depends when you start working and what is your age of the, when you can go on a pension. So unfortunately, poor class definitely have only one income stream. Middle class, sometimes they are putting their money in certain investments, but not always they know the rules of the private investor. Not always they're following the rules, and sometimes, and most of the time, these people are not. They don't have the the right knowledge, the financial knowledge. And a lot of times people lose their own money. And what they realize is that, investment is high risk investment. They don't want to lose. But you see, if you knew the rules, if you knew, the habits you have to have before you are investing, you wouldn't be losing a whole 100% of your income, all your savings, or you wouldn't be selling the houses and cars. So if you know that, let's say you have X amount of money coming in every month, then only 10% should be invested in certain instruments. Also, the instruments that you have done your due diligence, you have understand, how the investment will work for you. What profit you will receive. How risk is this investment? Because the rich class mindset definitely is doing exactly these kind of actions. And if you have 12 months per year, you can potentially have 12 instruments into your portfolio. And this is the moment when you are minimizing the risk of not having money at all. Because if you have poor middle class kind of investment portfolio, which is the salary and the pension in the next 40 years, if you lose your salary, you wouldn't wait for 40 years to get to your pension, isn't it? You would be going and trying to look for another job because you have liabilities to pay. But look at the rich class. If they lose their salary, they still can pay for their liabilities, and they can still pay for their luxury life because they have other incomes coming in every month or every week or every quarter, depending on the investment they have made. If something goes wrong, the other thing might go up, and the portfolio will be very, very balanced, which you also have to learn how to do it. But definitely, it is better than having only one income stream. And Andrew Havrato is the person who told me about this because he has been in investment world for the last 20 years, and he's been investing in 20 market segments. There are 25, I think, in total. So he invested in 20. He has done his own due diligence. He has been investing. He knows pros and cons. He knows how the market works, when and how to invest, how the investing will work for him, what returns he can expect. And this is the person I decided to follow, and this is the reason why I wanted to be in this company, because I can learn from this person, because this person is here sharing his knowledge to ordinary people. He's not keeping this information and experience to himself. He's sharing with the world. And the way he began doing this is via Academy of Private Investors, which he created in 2011. And by 2014, he had already 100,000 ordinary people who passed his academy, and some of them are working with him today because they have the right mindset and they have the right information how to create these investment portfolios, and to put the knowledge into the practice together with Andrei Havrato. I think it's an amazing opportunity. Andrei also created the company called Swig, because via Swig he was able to approach even more people. And through the Swig, we are able now to become co-owners of, I would say, 2 to 3 amazing projects, which I will share with you today. So Swig has 3 projects. So Swig is like an umbrella, and under this company, we have three directions. We have education part, which is very important for us, co-ownership of 2 projects. So we are not just educating people, we are allowing, and by the Swig project, we are allowing people to use the knowledge into the practice. And also the third part is the business part, which I'm not going to share with you here today. I will do recording for the business part maybe later this week or the next week. But today I want to really talk about a crypto unit program, which is an amazing project, how people can become a part or the member of the global investment portfolio. Remember the poor class or middle class investment portfolio, 2 income streams, kind of, salary today and as a pension in the future, and the rich class, where you have multiple income streams, multiple instruments in your portfolio. So the education is very important in our company, and we have online and offline trainings. But I want to talk about the crypto unit program, which has made a massive difference in many people's lives. So what is the crypto unit program? Here in a short video.
The Crypto Unit program provides an opportunity to become a co-owner, stakeholder, shareholder of a global investment portfolio, which works in over 20 segments and sectors of the investment market. The Crypto Unit is a chance for people to change the realities of their lives, do what they love, and live in abundance and prosperity, be important to the community, and bring great benefits to other people. Solve the problem of class inequality, liquidate poverty and devastation, create the best opportunities which arise once in a lifetime of every person. The Crypto Unit program is what 90% of the people on the planet have been waiting for. Hurry up and claim your chance, your luck, your prosperity.
Oops. So, the video says everything. Basically, this Crypto Unit program is a tool, or the program by which we can implement the new economic evolution of the world concept. And the reason why Andre decided to, in his mission to create, is because he understands that there is a lack of financial literacy among the ordinary people. In the school, we are all learning about the professional education. So we become very good professionals in certain areas, whether it's doctors, teachers, hairdressers, mechanical engineers, and so on and so on. But there is no given information in the schools how to then use the money that we are receiving at the end of the month. And also Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, author, he says that this information has been kept away from us. The teachers in the school are not allowed, and they're not having they don't have the permission to share this information with us, which is very sad, but I guess someone is someone is benefiting from it. So Andre understands that he needs to make a meaningful difference in the world, and his mission is to vision to create this, to make the world a better place, to have a global wealth distribution equal, because right now 10% of the population holds 90% of the wealth, and 90% of population holds only 10% of the wealth. Why? Because those 90% is completing someone else's dream, because they have a system how to make other people to work for them. So we are trying to change this system, and via this new economic evolution of the world concept, hopefully we can create a better security and protection in this world, minimize the violence or completely eliminate the violence. We can add value to other people's lives. By helping other people, we can help ourselves. We can live in prosperity and happiness, and we can make our dreams to come true. I can tell you, with this program, my dream has come true, and I can look forward and create more and more dreams, because I know I can do this. And this global wealth distribution can happen only via, at least in our case, via the Crypto Unit program. What is the Crypto Unit program? As I said, so the new economic evolution of the world has education, co-ownership, and a business part. And the Crypto Unit program is backed up by real financial instruments. So the Crypto Unit program is something that Andre has created since 2014. And today, this investment portfolio doesn't contain only two instruments: the salary and the pension. This investment portfolio that has been created since 2014 has already more than 25 instruments. Right now, I have only this example, which was, I think this example was done around March. Today, the portfolio is even bigger, because every month via this program, we are putting more and more money into the different instruments, and Andre with his team investors, investment professionals, and they are looking into the market. They are looking for different projects where they can put the money in, so add it to this portfolio. And if in 2014 Andre dreamed to make 1 million millionaires, then today I think the dream will come true very, very soon. So look at this portfolio. Obviously, the biggest pie, 53%, contains Skyway technology pre-IPO equity shares. It's a new transport technology, which we are supporting since 2014 or even earlier, since 2013. We also have shares in Facebook, shares of Visa and MasterCard. We have Tesla. We have different real estate. We have one of the lands bought in Phuket. In Phuket, we are building our spa resorts and hotels, which is already in a process. So imagine I will go to Phuket and I'm the co-owner of the new hotel, which will be the 5-star hotel with an 8-star service. We have also cryptomats. So we have cash in, obviously, in a bank, in our portfolio. We have shares in Sberbank. Sberbank is the biggest bank in Russia, and we have gold mining company in Africa. And we just keep adding up because there are 20 market segments, and we want to cover all these market segments for our portfolio. And here are a few of them. Education, very important. As I said from the beginning, people have to educate themselves. They have to receive the knowledge about the financial literacy, because that could be the missing puzzle for you to become more wealthier, more successful person, to live your dream of your life, to achieve all your goals and help other people. There's a banking sector, stock markets, currency markets, insurance markets. And I will tell you that before this education, I would never think about insuring myself. But then I realized that we are insuring the phones, right? We are insuring cars, we are insuring houses. And I had a situation that I didn't have the insurance for my phone and someone stole it. It was in a shopping center last December. And I was so upset that I didn't buy the insurance. I didn't spend like a couple of quids to get the insurance, because I thought nothing will happen to my phone and everything will be fine. And then one day and the phone is gone. I was really upset. So think about yourself. Think about what if something happened to you? Yes, I know we all saying nothing will happen to me. I'm healthy. I'm okay. I feel okay. I'm gonna live till 100 years. But there is always there's always that what if. You can't predict the future. You don't know what will happen or might happen to you tomorrow or a year or 10 years time. So I realized that I need to insure myself first. And unfortunately, not many people are doing it. Like, ask yourself, do you have life insurance? Do you have health insurance? Probably not. So I really highly recommend for you to go and find insurance company to insure yourself. And I will tell you, you will feel so much better. I feel so much better now from the moment I have this insurance. And obviously I have an insurance now for my phone as well. Real estate sector, science sector, culture, charity sector. What I recommend for you guys to do is, if you don't want to participate in SWIG product, that's fine. But these are the market segments you have to do your own due diligence and find which one sounds for you more interesting. Don't go just for the cryptocurrency or the trading, for the trading. Look around, look, as Warren Buffett says, trading is not investment. Cryptocurrency is not investment. You need to go something for the long term. You need to invest in the project, in services, in something that will be for the long term, and it will bring you long-term investment where you don't have to do the trading, right? That's a speculative market. You have to put your money in and see how the money is growing for you. Because trading, you still have to work, right? You have to still be on the computer and do the trading. And don't trust other companies, automated systems to do this for you. And don't trust people who calls you on the phone and says that they can do the trading for you and you will be earning extra $1,000 in 7 weeks time. That's not true. You need to understand how the market works, how these sectors works, what instruments are in those sectors, because in each sector can be maybe 5 to 10 different instruments, and do your own due diligence. But there is a facts and figures which was done by our company's investors, taking that, let's say, there is 1 million USD and you have invested for 20 years between 98 and 2018. If you have invested this 1 million and distributed among the European top, I don't know, I think top 10 maybe European companies, then in 20 years time your 1 million would grow to 3.6 million. If you have invested in American companies, then over 20 years, those would be $62 million worth portfolio. But if you invested in the Russian companies for 20 years, since 98 to 2018, only $1 million, your portfolio would be worth $211. $211 million, correct? Those are big numbers, right, guys? But you need to have the education and the knowledge how to do it, right? Some people say investment is difficult. It can be difficult, but hey guys, when you were studying in school to become who you wanted to become, like a teacher or the doctor or the scientist or, I don't know, dentist or any other profession, you are not becoming professional in a year time. You're not becoming a professional in 6 months time or in 1 month's time. It takes good 4 at least years to become professional. If you are a doctor and if you're doing the operations, you are constantly educating yourself on